Day family members. Firstly, happy Janmashtami to all of you, whoever, wherever they are watching. Hope you have a very prosperous and a very fun-filled Janmashtami at this point. But we begin the morning wrap with some very sad news from the world of cricket. Bob Simpson, former Australian captain, player, and one of the finest to ever grace the game, has died at the age of 89. Bob Simpson, you will all remember him for the way how he brought about that ruthlessness, that professionalism, the enhancement of the standards in Australian cricket. Bob Simpson was really a one of a kind player when you look at it. And there are some very interesting things about Bob Simpson. Firstly, he's the only player in history to be part of two tie tests. How, you ask? One as a player, one as the manager. It was under his tenure, when he was the manager of the Australian cricket team, that Bob Simpson really rejuvenated them and made them into the next level beast that they are currently. If the current Australian cricket team and all the other Australian teams prior to them have been so dominant in cricket, it is all thanks to Bob Simpson. And that's why his passing away at the age of 89 is truly tragic indeed. And for India in particular, how will they ever forget that in 1978, 77, 78, the Australian team were totally decimated by the World Series defections. At the age of 41, Bob Simpson comes in, and boy, oh boy, he becomes one of the highest run getters in that particular series. So it's indeed a sad, sad day for world cricket that Bob Simpson is no more. But coming back to the current era, when you have to look at India versus Pakistan, there is one former Pakistan player who is praying that Pakistan should not play India. Well, it is not because of any patriotism or anything in the aftermath of whatever has happened in the Operation Sindoor incident. Basit Ali, the former Pakistan player, has like said, I pray that Pakistan doesn't play India in the Asia Cup. It gets cancelled or something because on current form, India will humiliate Pakistan. That is the statement that he gave at this point when it was inquired. Basit Ali, as always, mincing no words. Pakistan, we all know, have lost a ODI series against the West Indies for the first time in 34 years. That itself was a shock. 202 runs they lost by in the third ODI, and that is why the entire series, if you look at it, Pakistan may have won the T20I series, but that too, it was very, very close. In the ODI series, they have lost it 2-1. So that's why it's a big, big fiasco that is there. So Basit Ali is praying that Pakistan doesn't play India in the Asia Cup that's going to take place on September 9. Now, as far as the Asia Cup is concerned, there is yet again lot of growing speculations as to whether India needs only one captain across all formats, because in the era that you are in, multiple captaincy seems to be the option. Not many teams have one captain and all. You look at Australia, there are multiple captains. You look at New Zealand, there are multiple captains. You look at India at this point in time, there are three captains for three formats. That is how we are looking at it at this stage. Shuman Gill is the Test captain, Rohit Sharma is the ODI captain, and Surya Kumar Yadav is the T20I captain at this stage. Now, the Asia Cup squad, when we have to look at it, again, it may be on the 19th or the 20th, depending upon the fitness of the players that is there that the BCCI will get the report of all the players. Surya Kumar Yadav, we know, is training in the center of excellence, and he will be the captain at this stage, or is it? That is going to be one more debate. On August 19th, you're going to see a lot of headaches that the selectors will have to ensure, because problem of plenty in the Indian cricket team. Who all do you get in? Who all do you leave out? Does a Rinku Singh make it? Does a Shivam Dube make it? Does a Shreyas Iyer make it? How on earth are you going to fit in your full strength T20I team without ensuring that certain players who did well remain? And that is the thing, because Sanju Samson, Abhishek Sharma, that is the opening combination that's been there. But now, how will you ignore a Yashasvi Jaiswal? That is another thing. You've got all the others in Hardik Pandya in the lower middle order. You got Shivam Dube, you got Rinku Singh. Can you get all of them in with Shreyas Iyer knocking on the door? Wicket keeping. Does a Jitesh Sharma get an option? Does KL Rahul come back into the midst? All that you will come to know only on the 19th or even the 20th, because somewhere around 19th or 20th is when the Asia Cup squad is going to be announced at this stage. So that is the current situation. As far as the world of chess is concerned, Vincent Kamer has won the Chennai Grandmasters, and it was a tough week when you look at Indian chess at this stage. Gukesh in the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz event that took place, he's finished tied sixth. In the blitz sections, he had an absolutely horrendous time, and that's why his weaknesses in the blitz have been exposed at this point in time. And as far as if you look at it, Divya Deshmukh lost in the World Women's Speed Chess Championships that took place. So yes, it was a tough week for India when you look at chess at this particular point in time. And we are also gearing up for the India versus Australia hockey test that's going to take place today. The second match, in the first match, India lost 4-1, and second match they'll be hoping that they can get back on equal terms. But this Australian team, Perth Hockey Stadium, it's not going to be easy. And India, we know they have only one or two good games against Australia, but then they have a long losing streak against them. And today also same time 3:30, but there is no details about where is the match going to be telecast and are they going to telecast it. Yesterday they didn't telecast it at all, so that's why we all know that this friendly game doesn't have that much of priority for Indian hockey, despite the fact that both A sides are playing, both the Australian senior guys and the Indian senior sides are playing. There is just no broadcast of it in India. So that is a big problem that we are encountering at this stage. Now I'll take a couple of Shori Holla. Why Shreyas Iyer is not getting picked in the squad? Are you sure about that, Shori Holla? Are you really sure that Shreyas Iyer is not getting picked in the squad? Could happen, maybe might not happen. Again, problem of plenty in the Indian cricket team. How do you ensure that this happens? Free media tools. You see, India boycott Pakistan cricket, or once again, we will ignore the sentiments of emotions of Indians. That's the second part is going to happen, my friend. You will never see India boycotting a cricket game against Pakistan. Asia Cup, there might be a very slim possibility, but in the ICC, that is not going to happen at all. So how are you going to ensure that you're a superpower, but you're still not a superpower when it comes to cricket? Economic superpower, you aren't, because you want to maximize every kind of revenue potential at this point in time. And that's why don't blame us. Don't blame the journalists who want to cover test matches. Blame the government, blame the board for ensuring that they put us in this kind of a situation. You have to blame the government in this particular case because they gave the permission to play India and Pakistan despite Operation Sindoor. And even during Sindoor, there were India versus Pakistan sporting matches that were being held. Beach volleyball was held in Oman. You look at it, even squash games were happening, India versus Pakistan. That time there wasn't any kind of an uproar. Why just for cricket? Have a selective blanket ban on any kind of sporting relation with Pakistan. But India can't have the metal, they don't have the resources to do that. So that's the way we look at it. GM Kapil, they will Karun retain his place for the West Indies test? Oh, that's too far away. I mean, look at it. It is October 2, the test matches begin, and we are right now still in August, mid-August, that too. Too early. I mean, that series is very far away, and on top of that, it's too early to speculate whether Karun will retain his place or not. It depends upon the Asia Cup performances that the players have. Are they going to mix and match formats even in the selection there? That remains to be seen. So yes, maybe by September mid, you may see the test squads being announced for West Indies and also the Australia series also, because after West Indies, India will go to Australia for 3 ODIs and 5 T20Is. So that is the way we are looking at it at this point. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this morning wrap. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. And don't forget to tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. Bye-bye.